The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Chiefs on Sunday night.
But it's very
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Well, they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Up the middle, Achane. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders on the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Sanders' kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, Paul. They check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Rice. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dolphins.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Gets this one to Hill. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Tua to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Miami set to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The offense on third down tonight have been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Tua.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From midfield, here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Here's Tua. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And out come the Chiefs now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Second down and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jonnu Smith as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll downs across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Harrison
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
2nd and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Is thrown.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chiefs have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Tua now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Miami.
Now Tua. It's caught. Beckham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Odell Beckham. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
That's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here tonight, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They'll go. Achane. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 35. That's a first down, and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27.
Tua sets up to pass it.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
They'll give this to Achane.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
2nd and 9.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Well, certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Mahomes now to throw. It's Rice. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And they take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
I and you are far from the deciders.
No, I can say.
You kind of are. You're such an undecider. You don't even know how to be a decider. When it comes to you deciding you're undecided, you just don't do anything.